Well, hello, we're back for another video. I know it's been pretty sketchy here the past month or two. It's just because I'm trying to get this terraform done and it's taking a ton of time. Plus, I'm doing like 15 other designs as well. And so basically my fun YouTube time has been diminished a bit until I get caught up. Anyways, I wanted to do a video today showing you some things you can do with the Univibe and where, well, I guess more accurately, where you should put it or where you could put it. I really don't like to use that phrase where you should, and I'll demonstrate why. But quick version is there's no perfect place to put it. So let's demonstrate the more common places to put it, which is before dirt and after dirt. Okay, so right now I'm running a Bravado on my right side, a deluxe reverb behind me, which will be in your left speaker, I believe. And I set up the dejavibe in stereo, so it's pretty monstrous by itself. I love this Univibe. So by itself. It's a cool sound. So I put out the tumness. Let's try the tumness before it. So in other words, this is distortion into a Univibe type of effect, okay? My distortion without the Univibe sounds like this. Let's turn on this Univibe. All right, so that is dirt into Univibe. Cool sound. It does sound a little bit differently, I know, than what most people like to do. Most people will run Univibe into dirt, but with the stereo effect, man, it's so if you have headphones on, it's just monstrous because it's back and forth. It's very cool. So let me switch it around. We'll try it that way. Okay, so now I'm going into the Univibe, into the Pinnacle, and then out of the Pinnacle I'm going into a TC Electronics flashback, but it's turned off. And the only reason I'm really doing that is because I want to run to two different amps still, so you don't just have one earful. But again, the effect's turned off, so it's basically just splitting the signal there. So here we go, Univibe into the Pinnacle. So that is a really, really cool sound. Me personally, I probably would prefer the Fulltone or the Univibe type of effect into distortion. I think I would prefer that. But again, with the stereo functionality, it's kind of a freaky deal because I really like the stereo functionality. As you heard there, since we're basically taking that and now it's mono, and we're just dividing it into two, you don't get that bouncing back and forth of that effect of the dejavibe. So it's cool. I like it, but I really love this. If you're going to take the time to run two different amps, you might want to get the full effect of it. So that's my thoughts on it. But there is also another little trick that I like to use with other effects, and this is this kind of goes along the lines of don't think that there's a rule for everything. So here's what it is. So I'm going to take a delayed signal, just a delay, and just on one of the signal paths, I'm just going to run a Univibe. This works with phase, works with flange, works with all different types of modulation. Chorus sounds really cool on it as well. And it takes a mono echo and really just fattens it up tremendously. So you can take, whatever delay pedal you have, maybe it is just a mono output, split it up, run one of those chains into, you name the effect, find a cool effect, set it, and play around with it. And it gives this, just gives a different tonality, different width. It's really cool. So let's try it. Okay, so as you can see, I do have the Pinnacle out here, but it's not connected for this trick. You can use distortion with it, but the trick really involves more like a delay or a reverb or something like that. So I'm just running into the reverb. I've got it set on the tape function. It's fairly mono. It's not as wide as like their modulated setting on this, but I want that mono sound for this little trick here. Going one output from the flashback into the dejavibe, then the output from the dejavibe goes to an amp. The other output on the delay goes to the other amp. So without the dejavibe on, here's the sound we get. Now let's turn the dejavibe on. So really cool trick. I love using that type of textures or just different type of textures on delay paths. So where, one amp maybe it has a little bit of phase on it going on the echo, and then the other one's just a straight echo. A lot of fun doing that. And just for fun, let's throw a few other modulation effects in here so you can see what I'm talking about with this particular thing. I know this doesn't pertain to the dejavibe per se, but I figured I spoke about it. Might as well show it to you real quick. Okay, so we're going from flashback. Again, we're just taking one of the output. I'm going direct into the flashback. One output's going into the June 60 from TC Electronics. I know I'm using a bunch of TC Electronics here. The other output is, and then from the output of the June 60, it goes to one amp. The other output from the flashback goes to the other amp. So let's, again, just the delay. Now let's turn the chorus on just one of those amps. And just so you know, another cool thing you can do with chorus, again, this is way the hell off topic from Deja Vibes, but still fun while I'm here. Let's say it is just a mono chorus that you have, but you want width, a little bit more width. Just to, again, use something that will split up that path, run one output to one amp of the chorus, other keep it clean, get you this. We turn it off. So it's kind of it's a stereo effect, but it's not like what people would call I'm not using this chorus in its stereo functionality right now. Even though I do believe, yeah, this does have the capability of being stereo. I'm not using that part of it right now. I'm just splitting it up. So it sounds wider and different on each amp. So anyways, hope this helped you. Hope you liked the video. Please consider subscribing if you're not subscribed. And comment below with your thoughts on it. Comment with some questions and things that you might like for me to discuss as well. So I've done a bunch of these videos now, and to be really honest with you, I don't always know what you want me to talk about. So thanks for listening. Thanks for watching, rather. And I will talk to you hopefully next week with another video. See you later.